Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back today with another episode of my Philadelphia Eagles franchise in Madden 25. And we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping. I did not plan for things to be this way, but I just kind of been behind in this series, and I do apologize for the lack of videos in this series, but we'll go over the standings and league leaders and things like that. But I kind of don't want to talk about what you're going to be seeing on the screen because if free agency started, and my original plan as we go through the NFL standings here, I'll just slowly scroll through them so you can see. My original plan was to have the next video ready against the Cowboys and be able to talk about free agency, but as I said, I just got caught up in things, and some major moves have happened just as far as the Eagles go, and I'm recording this on a Thursday afternoon. You guys are probably watching it on Sunday. That's my plan, so if anything's happened since Thursday, I can't really speak upon that, but kind of the really big news that it was announced today was that we being the Eagles, traded for Darren Sproles from the New Orleans Saints, and I really think that's a really huge pickup for us. I am really excited to see what Sproles can do in Chip Kelly's offense. He's one of those dynamic guys. Now, I know he doesn't have everything. You know, he's definitely, his numbers were way down this year. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think he was injured for a little while. I know my wife had him on her fantasy team, and he never produced. So she hates him, and sometimes I got to say, look, it's just fantasy. He has a bigger impact on games. It's not all about fantasy points, but I don't know. I'm really excited about the move. We pretty much gave up a 6th round pick for him. We technically gave up a 5th round pick, but we got that 5th round pick from New England for trading Isaac Sopawagda over to New England earlier in last year's season in exchange for a 5th round pick. So when you look at it, we really got Sproles for Sopawagda, who ended up getting released by the Patriots, and a 6th round pick. I'm not mad at it all. So I'm excited. And then we signed cornerback Nolan Carroll from the Dolphins. I don't know much about him, but I know he's a decent guy and he has good speed, and we need that competition at the cornerback position. So Malcolm Jenkins, I love the signing for the price that we got him for. I wish we went for Jarius Byrd, but for that type of money, no way. I wouldn't have wanted to. You can't pay a guy $28 million guaranteed and have him walk into the locker room making more money than Shady and Deshaun Jackson and guys who have been there and you know, proven things as an Eagle. So I'll kind of get more in depth on free agency, but I just wanted to quickly talk about those things. Again, the next gameplay will be against the Dallas Cowboys, and we'll get into more detail. But let's strike up a conversation now. Let me know how your team's done in free agency up to this point, and maybe what you would like to see them do moving forward if there's other available free agents. And now we can kind of focus on the draft now that a lot of teams have taken care of needs in free agency. Now you got to look at the draft and see where else do we have to fill in slots on our team. So I apologize. Let's talk about what's on the screen. I told you guys in the last episode, way too many injuries. Look at this. Brent Selleck down for 2 weeks. Trent Cole's been out for a while. Still 2 more weeks out. And then here's the tough ones, guys. Riley Cooper out for 3 weeks. Deshaun Jackson out for 3 weeks. So that pretty much leaves us with Macklin, Avant, and Demarcus Johnson at wide receiver. So Nick Foles is really going to have to do some work here for the next couple weeks, and this season our bye week is very late in the season, so we're gonna have to be without a lot of key players for a while, and it's just not looking good there. So let's check out some quick season stats here. Again, we have the Cowboys coming up next, and hopefully that gameplay will be to you guys next Sunday. I try to make it so this episode or this series drops every Sunday. Let's take a look here. Mark Sanchez. Well, he's pretty much barely played, so we can't really count him at the top. But look at that. Nick Foles with 143.3 QB rating, 1,230 yards. Probably not the highest because I don't pass that much. Yeah, Peyton Manning's way up there at the top. But I do have quite a few touchdown passes with Nick Foles. Look at that, 17, leading the NFL. Only 3 interceptions, so that's really good. Let's check out the rushing leaders. Shady did miss some time. He's been knocked out of a few games, but I think it's looking like he's probably going to be sorting by average. Where am I? There we go. Damn it, sort. There it is. He's number 1 still with almost a 100-yard lead on Marshawn Lynch, and that's not bad at all. 8.4 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns, 131.2 yards per game. I don't really expect to have many guys up here in receiving because, again, I don't pass the ball a ton, and we like to spread the ball around. But here's your passing league leaders. There's Deshaun way down there with 417 yards. So not bad. I mean, he's on the list. We'll look at defense. Our defense absolutely sucks, and that's something I'm not happy with, and hopefully we can start turning things around. We're going to need to because we're not going to be able to outscore everybody. You know, we can't rely on putting up 35 points per game. That's just something that I do not want to have to rely on. So this defense needs to get their asses in shape, and that's that. I'm going to have to talk to them. I'm going to have to talk to them before this Cowboys game. So real quick, I got one other question for you guys because I am very, very newbie-ish to this game mode, but this upgrade players thing, does it work? Do you guys do it in your connected careers or connected franchises, whatever they're called? I kind of toyed around with it a little while ago and upgraded some of my cornerbacks because, again, they stink, but I guess give me some tips on what exactly you guys would suggest I do in this situation because we really need these players to get better fast. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, all that stuff that we talked about, let's talk about it in the comments. Make sure you click that thumbs up. It's Popular Stranger. I am out. Peace.